Okay, one thing that I hear often from people that I coach, women that I coach in my classes, I've set this boundary, Sasha, and this person just does not get it. They keep doing it over and over and over. And I've had like 2 or 3 conversations with them. What do I do? Well, sometimes it has to take 10 times for someone to actually honestly get that you're setting a boundary. The more clear and transparent you can be about it, the more repetition you can have. And honestly, the more consistently you can give the boundary, people are going to accept it. So if you answer your phone at night on a Tuesday night, sometimes about work, and you tell this person it's okay that you're bothering me, but then the next week you're all of a sudden angry that they're bothering you and you're trying to set a boundary, it's not going to work very well. So we have to learn how to be consistent with our boundaries. And that can be challenging for some of us because we're busy. It takes energy to set a boundary. However, if you have someone that you've repeatedly expressed your boundaries with, it's time to have a little conversation about that. Just be real and say, look, I don't know if I'm just not communicating this accurately, but I have asked you repeatedly not to do X, or I'm not available at this, or I've said no to this. And I'm just confused because I feel like I've expressed it really well, but I'm not sure that I am. How can I express this in a more clear way to you? Most people really honestly don't even know they're crossing a boundary. We like to think that people care about what we're doing or should know what we're doing or should know that we're stressed or what's going on in our life. Most people are just trying to get through their own day with their own set of issues. They don't even remember a conversation that we may have had last month with them. So again, approach boundaries with grace for yourself, grace for the other person, and just be honest and say, look, I've been trying to really change my work-life balance. I've been trying not to answer calls at night, or I've been trying not to do unpaid work, or I'm trying to limit the number of things I do on the weekend with extended family so I can concentrate on whatever it is, whatever the boundary may be. And because of that, and because I care about you, I feel like I'm not getting across here on the why. Okay. So most of us, if we explain the why, people get it. Like they go, oh, I get it. She's can't do this, or she's setting a boundary for herself because of this. So it's super important. I remember a couple of years ago, I started really focusing on my health in the morning before work. It was like me time. Sometimes I would meditate, sometimes I just stretch, sometimes I lift weights, sometimes I go for a walk. I do something different almost every day, but it's my time. And it's so easy for me to do early morning work meetings. Now I have a few because I'm a leader that I'm committed to, but there's a lot that I don't actually want to go to or need to go to. My presence isn't significant. I just feel like I should out of pressure. So when I set that boundary and I started saying no to all these morning meetings, people were just very confused. They're like, what is going on with her? Is she disengaged? Is she just doesn't care about her job anymore? And I realized I hadn't explained the why. When I started telling people, I can't come to this meeting anymore. I can't be a part of this committee because I'm really trying to focus on my health. I've had a lot of stress and some health red flags this year, and I'm trying to get back to my healthiest self. And that's the only time I have to exercise or to meal prep or to meditate or whatever. People understood. They were like, oh, that's cool. Tell us more about that. What are you doing for your health? You seem much healthier this year. You seem like your stress is managed better or whatever. People were more understanding when I told them the why. So the why can be important. It's not always necessary. You don't always have to explain why you can't do something. No is a complete sentence. However, if it's something that you feel like people are not getting it, or they're just confused by it, the why can help. Not everyone's going to understand your boundaries. You can't expect that either. You can't expect affirmation of your boundaries. That's just asking too much of people, but you can set them and you can be strong. And I promise you, once you do this, you will be a psychological safe place for others, and others will start sharing their boundaries with you. Do you love these? Tag a friend. Tell someone else to subscribe to this channel, and also make sure you subscribe to my Friday newsletter, The Scoop, at Become Brave.